Good morning. Happy gay day. Y'all, I was just thinking about that before I pressed record. I just thought it would be funny because it's Pride Month and all that stuff. But anyway, today we're going to talk about how to stop overextending yourself, okay? Stop giving so much of yourself that you have no motherfucking clue who you is, okay? So I was thinking about this in the shower, and I was watching a video yesterday, and this girl that I watch, her name is Candy something, I forgot her name. I'll try to like remember and put it down in the comments. But I remember I was watching this video, and the girl said, you gotta stop telling everybody your business, and you gotta stop always giving so much and then you feel depleted afterwards. And I really thought about this, and I said, damn, like, she's kind of right, because we have been living in a society for our whole lives that has taught us that we need to be constantly doing and doing and doing. So if you think about it from when you're a child, right? If you had a parent or parents like mine, where it was this constant doing. Particularly my dad was always really focused on me and my brother always having extracurricular activities, always doing stuff. And you know what happened as I got older, I started to continue to always keep myself busy, and I overextended myself to different extracurricular things. I would volunteer, whether it was, you know, recreational sports, or whether it was just school programs or whatever it was. And you start to do this even when you're working a job, right? You have to work all these hours. You gotta do overtime because you are making more money, which nowadays we know that, you know, there's a difference with all of that, and you're not really making as much as you think that you are, or getting what you believe you deserve. So a lot of the times when we're sharing even ideas with people, we are overextending. So sometimes we will have a conversation with someone and we'll feel like we have to add more to what it is that we have already said, because we want that person to really get a deep understanding of who we are. And the truth is that you don't need to do that. Just say what needs to be said and be done. You know, sometimes when you're overly exerting yourself, even when it comes to picking up the phone, right? You are just talking to somebody, you're telling them all these things that you're doing, you're trying to get them to understand you, you're picking up the phone for people when you really don't want to talk on the phone, you are online when you really don't want to be online, you know, you are texting people when you really just want to take a break and go and watch a show or lay down or go hang out with your friends or whatever. You don't have to always constantly be giving your energy out all the time. And a lot of this, again, comes from childhood, because we've just been so trained through parents, through school, to be this person that says, yes, ma'am, I obey. Yes, sir, I'm gonna obey. You know, even if you think about it, if you grew up in like a religious environment, you end up still being in a sense where you have to behave a certain way, right? You can't do certain things because they're bad or they're sins or whatever the fuck you want to call it. At the end of the day, you have to be the one to understand what it is that it actually means to take care of not only just yourself and not overextend yourself and your mind and your thoughts, but also to not overextend towards people, right? Overextending towards your thoughts even can be, I gotta do all these 5 different things today. No, maybe you get 3 of those things done, and those were your top 3 priorities for today, and that's okay. Maybe you didn't get the other 3 priorities that you were supposed to get done, but you don't need to be overextending yourself. You know, I used to do that too. I used to have my validation, my identity always be on work, always be on career, always be on something related to money or work or career, and I found myself burnt the fuck out a lot. And so what happened was, because I kept doing those things, I kept getting depleted. I kept feeling tired. I kept feeling frustrated. And so now I'm in a space where I don't overextend myself. If I don't want to talk on the phone, I'm not going to talk on the phone. If I don't want to text you right away, I'm not going to do that. If I don't want to hang out, I'm not going to do all that all the time. If I have 3 errands that I ran today, plus something that I had to do on Zoom or read emails or whatever it is that I had to do that day, I'm not going to go and hang out with a friend, you know, in the evening if I'm not necessarily feeling energetically like I'm gonna be my best once I'm there. And I like to have a reset mode, so I love to meditate when I come back from big events or from hangouts. If I'm at the gym, I like to come home and kind of recenter myself. If I'm on the phone and I'm watching a show or whatever, I like to recenter myself, because it's important for me to realize that if I overextend my physical body, if I overextend my mind on anything that I'm working on, anybody that I'm around, anything that I'm doing, I'm gonna get physically fucking exhausted. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be emotionally drained. And this is the thing, a lot of people don't want to set boundaries because they're afraid that somebody is going to reject them or gonna think that there's something wrong with them. If I stop overextending myself and I set a boundary, now this person's not gonna like me anymore. But really, if you set a boundary and that person has an issue with that, or they start saying you're fake or phony, or there's something wrong with you, you fucked up, you got issues, those are people who never respected you in the first place. So when you set a boundary and someone is like, oh, okay, this might make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit uneasy, but I respect this decision that you're making, and I know that you're doing it for the betterment and the best of yourself. So I am going to sit back and go and find something else for me to do. And when you go and you create your own life and you have friendships and relationships where people understand that because they have their own life they're creating, y'all still have a very close bond. This could be with your partner, this could be with your friends, this could be with your parents, your family, whoever it is, your job, or whatever situation you're in, because the point is you're not here to appease everybody else. You keep trying to overextend yourself, baby, you're gonna be burnt the fuck out. I promise you, you are. And you're gonna be a person who's gonna lose yourself and deplete yourself because you've been giving so much to other people. So a lot of times I do this practice when I come back home from wherever, or if I'm on the phone, I will literally, go like this, and I'll say, I call my energy, back to me. I literally will pull it, like I will almost, as if I'm pulling out of like somebody's body of something, I just do that because I feel like for me, this movement, something in my body, it just clicks that it brings whatever it is that I need to have back inside of me to me. Because no matter, it doesn't have to be narcissistic or energy vampires or whatever for people to drain your energy. It can literally just be you can have a great conversation with someone out at the park. But because you're out at the park, and even though people may not be close to you, people are walking around you, people are talking, dogs are barking, birds are flying, you need to go home and to recenter yourself. So that's just the video for today. Remind yourself today to, you don't need to overextend yourself. And if you have trouble with that, I have other videos that I'll put up in the playlist with helping you with confidence and mindset type tips. I also have one-on-one coaching with my Calendly link down below that you can go and tap on if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me in any type of way. I work with shifting, helping your mindset, spirituality, growth, relationship, manifestation, breaking certain limiting beliefs, and all of that good shit, okay? So remind yourself of that today and have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday.